Good morning, good noon, good afternoon, and good evening. Hindi ko kasi alam anong oras nyo ito papanoorin or papanoorin nyo ba ang aking report. By the way, I am the next reporter. My name is Charles Conrad Bibinayaw and my report is all about what influenced the individual juror. And my report is a reference to Social Psychology by David G. Myers. And first, before I start my report, a quick introduction. In the field of Social Psychology by David G. Myers offers value insights into the factors that influence individual behavior within group settings. One of the most intergoing applications of the principle is seen in jury decision making, where the individual jurors' behavior is shaped by both internal psychological process and the external social influences. Key influence on the individual juror. Number 1. Social influence and conformity. One of the most powerful influence on the individual jurors is the pressure to conform the group. Mayer's reference classic studies on conformity such as those by Solomon Asch, which demonstrate how individuals are likely to change their opinion to align with the majority even when they know the majority is wrong. In the context of a jury, a juror may initially have a different opinion but may shift to align with the majority to avoid conflict or isolation, especially during deliberation. This dynamic can be particularly important when juror feels uncertain or lack confidence in their own judgment. An example dito is yung, as I said kanina, is yung kay Solomon Ash na confirmatory experiment is yun yung may 5 tao tapos yung 4 dun is kakonsyaba nung nag-experiment and may papakita silang mga shape or letters or numbers na ipapasagot nila dun sa 5 and then sa unang 2 sasagot yung 4 ng tama and then sasagot din yung biktima nila ng tama and then afterwards pagdating ng pangatlo hanggang papunta na sa pinaka-last na question is mali na yung isasagot ng 4 na kakonsyaba nung nagpates and yung doon nila malalaman or susunod ba talaga yung biktima nila doon sa social experiment na yun. And number 2, narrative social influence. Alongside informational influence, narrative social influence plays a key role in jury decision making. Jurors may adjust their opinion to fit in with social norms of the group, especially when the group values consensus or desire to avoid confrontation. Myers discusses how jurors may feel social pressure to agree with the majority even if they are unsure or disagree with the prevailing view. This is especially true when the group reaches a primarily verdict and there is a desire to preserve harmony within the deliberation room. And let's proceed to number 3, cognitive basis. Meyer discussed several cognitive bases that can distort the judgment of individual jurors. Those bases often result in decisions that are not entirely based on the evidence but rather on psychological shortcuts or predispositions. Some cases affecting juror includes confirmation bias. Juror may selectively focus on evidence that supports their pre-existing beliefs or assumptions about the case while disregarding contradictory information. Anchoring bias. Juror may gives disproportionate weight to the piece of information they hear, which can influence how they interpret subsequent evidence. And last is halo effect. Jurors may allow their overall impre- impression of the defendant, wherever positive or negative, to influence their judgment on a specific aspect of the case, such as credibility or guilt. And wait lang tayo guys ha, malapit na din tayo matatapos. Kalma-kalma lang tayo dyan. And please bear with me dahil nasa number 4 na tayo. Prejudice and personal beliefs. Individual jurors may be influenced by their personal values, experience, and prejudice. Mayers highlights that a juror backgrounds such as culture, social, or political view can shape their interpretation of the case. Juror may unconsciously allow personal bias to influence how they perceive the defendant, the victim, or even other jurors. For example, stereotype about a defendant race, gender, or socioeconomic status can affect their likelihood of being found guilty or innocent, even if such factors are irrelevant to the illegal issues at hand. And number 5, group dynamics and the rule of the poor person. Meyer emphasized the role of group dynamics in shaping the decision of individual jurors. In a jury, there is often a natural hierarchy that emerge with certain jurors assuming more dominant role. The fourth person who leads the deliberation can have a strong influence on the group outcome. Mayer points out that individual with strong leadership qualities or pers- versus perceive abilities can sway the opinion of others, shaping the overall discussion making process. This influence is magnified in situations where jurors are uncertain or lack confidence in their own decision. And number 6, persuasion and the lawyer's rule. While not specific to individual jurors alone, the strategy by the lawyers to persuade jurors play an important role in shaping their opinion. Myers explored that the persuasive techniques used by attorneys such as emotional appeal, framing of information, and the use of compelling narratives. A juror decision can be influenced by how information is presented, however, through the emotional weight of the argument or the perceived credibility of the lawyer. Jurors may be more likely to believe arguments that are framed in a manner that align with their own attitude or emotional state. And last but not the least, dahil may sunod pa sa akin na reporter, number 7, personality traits. Individual personality traits also play a significant role in jury making decision. At meron limang broad personality traits described by the theory are extraversion, agreeableness, openness, constitutionist, and last is neurotism. Yun lang po sa aking report, and thank you for reviewing it.